Ikora. Guardian. Drifter and I had something to show you, to better varnish your understanding. Kepler is part of the Oort cloud. A sea cliff of Sol jutting over the abyss of space. If you want to understand what summoned you, you need to understand dark matter. Find a pool of radiolaria. Drifter will explain first.
I familiarized myself with the most recent studies from the tower. Dark matter is well documented.
Sure. In papers.
Peer-reviewed data is our strongest place of knowledge. Though I imagine, Orin, you have a different angle on the subject.
I've had my eyes on some of these Vex going haywire, and seems like the dark matter of this place is souring the milk, so to say. Once the stuff gets near Vex milk, the Vex become disconnected from the collective, and then go nuts before they slowly die off.
The Vex becoming disconnected due to dark matter influence implies some part of their biology is aware of its presence.
It is. Even when limited to 3 dimensions.
Forgive me for only considering 3.
We are dealing with 2 separate problems connected by the 9. Dark matter, which is what they are, and time, which is what they shift. Dark matter can usually only be experienced, not observed. Think of wind or scent. Invisible, but detectable. Shifts in time, though, are harder to sense. We are drawings on a piece of paper, and without us knowing, that paper is being folded into a crane. We can seek their hands all we want, but we can't fold the paper. It is easy to feel adrift. Powerless.
Adrift is a good way to put it. If we can see the unseeable here, maybe we'll see what shaped our path, too. We're facing this together, Orin. Guardian, there's a growth in the Ionian settlement that the plant life is responding to. This interaction is arresting.
Cattleya rags. Beautiful.
We'll have to send additional researchers for further study of the interaction between transdimensional matter and material flora.
Once I can wrangle my proprioception out of the sixth dimension and stop my skin from shifting squares on the periodic table, maybe I'll write you a paper on it.
Dark matter doesn't explain the time-lost artifacts we've seen.
It does, in a way. The Nine exist outside of time. When one intervenes in our dimension, it can cause tears in space-time, pull things through. A hole punch in our paper crane.
You have a talent for explaining complex concepts. Have you thought about how you could share what you've learned?
No. I have not been able to cloud through what is next for me.
Knowledge decays if it is not shared, as the Ionians say. What do you miss most, Orin, now that you're not the emissary?
My media file collection. I put so much thought into curating it before all of this. I loved to Magpie. Maybe I still do?
Lodi mentioned a collection of pressed music recordings he left behind. I bet he'd enjoy someone guiding him through a few hundred years of what he missed. The time-lost objects we've seen. All of them are obviously from the past. We haven't seen anything yet that appears to be from the future. Orin, can the Nine only pull objects forward in time?
Only forward, never backward. When I was emissary, I knew this truth as I knew my own pulse. The rule of chronal flow is the Nine's oldest. And their cruelest. The 9 on the other side of the altar is connected to the singularity, but they aren't one and the same. I don't see why they would seek to create a black hole. But their goals are different from ours. We have no sway over them.
Can you blame me for wanting to try?
Of course not. We've both been fortunate to learn about the world from the safety of the tower and to learn about it from underneath our skin.
Then share that knowledge. There's a place and a future for you, Orin. Teach humanity what we cannot learn from study.
A future? I would like that. Guardian, listen. I've been churning around while we're all here. Our roles, you and Ikora, like spice, draw a line of warmth for. But Lodi, he speaks and fog leaves his mouth. Focus. Whatever promise was given to Lodi was a half-truth, preying on vulnerability. He calls for direction through red static. I doubt he even knows where his line leads or what the 9 would do to him. He can't. If I didn't. He can't understand what he'll become. It's an impossible concept, but maybe if he did understand, he'd offer less friction. Maybe he'd be less cagey with us. I have an idea, but I'll need your firepower. Let's remove Lodi's blindfold. Hopefully it'll be clarifying for us both. There is a truth buried in Lodi. I brushed it away like sand. When it stands, a tower above him, the choice is no longer a singular one, but fractal. He'll take this little mirage and make reality with density and silica. And your light. Gather it.
Silica. Sounds like we're missing some Vex ingredients to combine with your light.
Electrostatic fog, we will ask him.
Isn't that a little forward?
Linearity appeals to me right now.
Lodi, hello. Orin and I had a question for you.
Do you taste the iron as they impart their charge? Is the flavor oxidized or smooth?
You taste iron too? No, oxidized, certainly. I've been noting the changes in alkaline flavor by hour. You absolutely need to tell me more about that.
It is an after effect of your possession. Their voice leaves a taste in your throat. Are you going to tell us why you were here? The choice must be yours, as it was mine.
My organization received a signal and picked up. No one made a deal with anyone.
Not yet. They know a man only swallows thorns when he's starved.
I get it. Under all that, you take me as some poor rube, hoodwinked and knuckled under authority. You're wrong about me. Now, I get the feeling you're speaking from experience, and you think you know what you think you know. With all due respect, I ain't you.
Don't take it personally.
I know Orin is abrasive sometimes, but please, she's trying to help, and we're almost ready.
I forwarded your ghost a frequency. Set a beacon. Coordinates to follow.
But I felt a power there, too. If what you're showing me brings me any closer to that connection, well, I have to know more. Lay it on me.
I placed a version of myself behind a window to hide my reflection.
Lead the way.
Focus.
What in the almighty heavens is this?
This is what I wanted to show you. A vessel. An avatar of power who was and is Orin.
You're saying the people you used to work for, they'd do this to me if I let them?
They will offer control over physics, motion through time, power without limit, to magnify you past what this body can muster.
What makes you walk away from that kind of gift?
It's not a gift. It's a trade. The strength you gain and the reasons you use it won't be yours. And you won't care. You will. For power.
But you're you again. You left. You can leave, so why show me this?
This is a kindness. Because you should know what you're getting into if the Nine are involved. Accepting anything from them is the quickest way to make sure you won't go home. And I don't know how I left. It may not always be possible.
You're saying I might have to turn this down too. Your trade took everything from you, Orin. But they already took everything from me. I see it though. What you're saying? I see it 200 feet tall staring me down. My God.